I wish Excel would let me cycle through a cell's vertical and horizontal alignments on the fly using a keyboard. This is the Nutility that allows you to do that. The default keys are listed here, and you can find a description of this on the Utilities menu under Formatting View, and you'll find it on the Cycle Cell Horizontal Alignment tab and Cycle Cell Vertical Alignment tab. To see how these work, we'll start with the vertical alignment. So if you select any group of cells and then you hold down Ctrl Shift Alt and you tap the home key, you'll see that I'm just tapping it once every second here, and you can see it changing from bottom justified, center, top, bottom, middle, top. Every time I tap it, it keeps switching back and forth. And if you were looking at this area, you could see it changing as I hit the key. Now you might be thinking that horizontal alignment works just the same as vertical alignment by using these three buttons. It's similar, but it actually has something else built into it. It has something called Center Across Selection built in. And what Center Across Selection does is it'll take a piece of text and it'll center it between however many cells you have selected horizontally. So let's take a look at how that works. So right now I'm going to hold down Ctrl Shift Alt, and I'm going to start tapping N just to go through the different cycles of the horizontal alignment. So if I hit it once, you can see it went to Center Across Selection. Hit it again, we're on the left. Hit it again, now we're centered just in a cell. Hit it again, right, back to General, and then Center Across Selection. You might be thinking Center Across Selection looks a lot like a merge cell, but it in fact is quite different, and I'll show you why. So let's just throw in another sample text and make it big like it was there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a merge and center for this one. You all are probably familiar with using that method. So if we want to see what the difference is between these two, you can see that when I click on the merge and centered one, it highlights this whole block. So it thinks this whole block is one cell. Whereas if I click on this one, you can see it actually is still made up of two cells. It's just this cell has the actual data in it, and it's just making it so it shows up across the two. But this cell is in fact blank. This is good because when you're moving around the sheet using your keyboard, you can see that when I click on this cell, now it's big. Then I click down here, and now I'm on that column. It kind of makes things confusing, especially when you're trying to like put this cell into a formula. Whereas this one, it acts very much like any other cell. So basically, moving around the keyboard or putting the cell into formulas works a lot nicer with Center Across Selection. I highly recommend it, but I still do use merge and center occasionally. So once again, when you want to format a cell using horizontal alignment, you just hit Ctrl Shift Alt and start tapping End. And when you want to do it vertically, you keep holding down Ctrl Shift Alt and you can start tapping Home.